One one part of being schizophrenic is sometimes you may end up in a mental institution, whether voluntarily or involuntarily. Uh, I don't get stressed out very much because I don't deal with stress very well, so I don't allow myself to be stressed out. I choose not to care about anything. But one time I got really stressed out and I was like physically shaking the entire day. So I went into Timberlawn in Garland, it's either Garland or Dallas, I don't remember, but it's in Texas. And I was there for 5 days, and they started me on a new antipsychotic, theophylline. Uh, and wow, that made me tired. But yeah, I mean, I've only been to the institution once, but I've heard it was a private institution, private hospital, so I only have experience with that. But I've heard that state hospitals aren't something you really want to go to. But I mean, obviously, if you need to be there, you can go there regardless. No sense not going and doing something stupid. But if you have good insurance, I would choose to go to a private hospital. I was on uh, TRICARE with the Navy because my TRICARE hadn't run out yet. So that was definitely good. I had that. I only had to pay a little bit, but the food was not good at all. But I got moved to a ward for people that aren't really a flight risk or something. I guess I don't know. But so we were able to do more things. Like we could go into the cafeteria, whatever you want to call it, lunchroom, and we could actually go in there. Like the ward I was in before, you weren't allowed to. I mean, you could be there, but there was no food except for mealtime. But the other ward I went to, you could go in. They had crackers and peanut butter and jelly and that kind of stuff you could snack on, and that's really all I ever ate when I was there because I didn't like the food. Sometimes it was good, but sometimes it didn't really have much flavor. So that's what I did, and met a lot of cool people there. Some people that I really tried to avoid because they would not leave me alone. One guy looked just like Bruce Willis. It was really cool. He farted all the time, and it's not just like where you fart and then like, oh, okay, well, I'll stay over here. It was filled up the entire room, and this I'm talking about a place. It's like a big open space with rooms where you go into the rooms, and then that's a closed space. This was a huge, like, big room, and you could smell it no matter where you went. You had to go to the lunchroom or to your room if you want to get away from that smell. Anyway, I digress. Uh, yeah, we had to do like we didn't have to wake up at a certain time, but there were meds in the morning, there were meds at night, depending on when you have to take your meds, and um, yeah, but it's not like boot camp or anything where you have to get up, you have to do like roll call and things, something stupid like that. But at least not the one I went to. But we did have a lot of uh classes where like this lady would sometimes a guy would like talk to us, and I kept falling asleep. And then it was like it was like the day before I was supposed to go home. Couldn't wait to go home. I felt like I was claustrophobic kind of because I just couldn't leave. All doors were locked and everything. And I was trying to stay awake because this class thing was really boring. And so I was just staring at the chair, and uh, yeah, I was staring at the chair, and I was trying to focus on the chair because what she was saying was really boring, and I couldn't stay awake. I didn't want to be rude and fall asleep right in front of her because she was right next to me. And so I was staring at the chair, and she's like, "Julie, can you hear me?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay, this is why I feel really uncomfortable with you leaving tomorrow." And I was like, "What are you talking about? I'm just trying not to fall asleep." But I didn't say that. So she thought that I was like completely insane or catatonic or something. She felt really uncomfortable with me leaving. Anyway, so that definitely made me mad. But yeah, I made a couple friends. I've added like 2 friends on Facebook from there. So if you go to an institution or hospital, whatever you want to call it, talk to people, make friends. I had one roommate that was really cool. And I talked to this one girl. I I didn't really like to talk to the guys very much because they would not stop talking to you, and they would keep on telling you all this random stuff. And but I actually, when I was there, I thought that my doctor was an actor in Hollywood that would fly out to meet with patients back to Texas. And then I didn't tell her that I thought that because I didn't want her to keep me there any longer. But I don't think she's an actor in Hollywood anymore because that doesn't make much sense. But yeah, so that's my experience in the hospital.